In part 3 of this tutorial series, we will see how users can search by concept in Sensogel using the Litera corpus. In part 2, we saw how the corpora in Sensogel are lemmatized and semantically annotated, and that each lexically annotated word corresponds to a concept in Galnet, the Galician WordNet. Instead of searching by word, in this video, we will search by concept to gain a better understanding of Sensogel and Galnet. In order to search by concept, we need to use the ILI code. As established in part 2, ILI stands for Interlinguistic Index. To do so, we can either go directly to Galnet, or we can locate a given word's ILI code from the search results when searching by form. In the following exercise, we are going to do the latter. Exercise 1. The ILI code for ACT in the first translation unit can be seen on the screen. Note that all ILI codes begin the same way, ILI 30, followed by a series of numbers which identify the concept, along with the part of speech, in this case a verb, hence the V. Exercise 2. The concept is to perform an action or work out or perform an action. The Spanish equivalents are actuar, hacer, llevar a cabo, and obrar. Exercise 3. There are 74 total results from the search. It would appear that all the results in English correspond to ACT, despite move also being an option according to the Galnet entry for this concept. Exercise 4. Now there are 208 search results. The results here are different because Spanish has more words that correspond to this concept than English does in Galnet. Furthermore, one must take into account that this corpus, like all corpora, has a specific size and therefore certain limits, which is part of why it failed to locate instances of move for this concept. But what if we repeat this search, only this time adding a different concept in English than the one in Spanish? Exercise 5. This search yields results from 3 different books: The Pearl, The Call of the Wild, and 1984. We can compare the two concepts by the terms and their glossary definitions. If we click on the concept corresponding to work in the search results, we can see that the glossary definition is to exert oneself by doing mental or physical work for a purpose or out of necessity. The words in Spanish that appear are esforzarse and trabajar, while in English there is only the word work. We can compare this and the other words to the previous concept for act. The co-appearance of these two concepts in a translation unit, then, is not surprising, since carrying out an action is also doing work. The fact that these appear similarly in different books is not an accident, and we can infer from this that these two concepts are semantically similar. Like the majority of natural language processing, or NLP technologies, semantic annotation is far from being an exact science and in many ways incomplete, even more so for languages other than English. Nevertheless, it is clear that the search tools available in Sensogal are of great value, both in language pedagogy and linguistic research. This concludes part 3 of our tutorial for exploring Litera through Sensogal. We hope you find this to be a useful resource in whatever your language interests may be.